Hello and thank you for joining us again. I'm Kyoko Toshiro in Tokyo and this is NHK Newsline. North Korea appears to be removing a key barrier to achieve a denuclearized Korean peninsula. South Korea's president says the North has not attached any conditions the United States cannot accept, including the withdrawal of American troops. Moon Jae-in made the comment during a lunch with South Korean media companies. The United States has about 28,000 troops stationed in the South. In the past, the North has demanded their withdrawal in exchange for a peace agreement. The news comes 1 week before Moon meets with the North's leader, Kim Jong-un. A hotline has been set up between the two ahead of the talks. It is the first of its kind between the leaders of the two countries, although they have had communication channels between government and military officials. Moon and Kim earlier agreed to hold their first conversation over the secure line before their landmark summit on April 27th. After 2 days of talks with the Japanese Prime Minister, Donald Trump is back to tweeting. The U.S. president is trumpeting the prospects for the upcoming North Korea summit and to cut trade deficits with Japan. Trump said he had a great meeting with Shinzo Abe and that they talked in depth about North Korea, military, and trade, adding, "Good things will happen." If that's about trade, that may not be good for Abe. Trump wants bilateral trade talks, while Abe is pushing for multinational negotiations. Trump withdrew the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Pact last year. But on dealing with North Korea, Trump and Abe reaffirmed they are largely on the same page. The U.S. president is scheduled to meet with the North Korean leader by early June. Trump and Abe confirmed maximum pressure will continue until North Korea denuclearizes. Trump even promised Abe he will raise a long-standing issue that's important to Japan, the return of Japanese nationals abducted by the North. The Japanese government says at least 17 were abducted during the 1970s and 80s. 5 were returned after a Japan-North Korea leaders summit in 2002. But the other 12 remain unaccounted for. Memos from the former FBI director suggest Trump had serious concerns about his former national security advisor. U.S. media obtained 15 pages of memos written by James Comey. He wrote them following several encounters with Trump in the weeks before he was fired. In one of them, he says Trump questioned the judgment of his former security advisor, Michael Flynn. Flynn was fired after White House officials say he misled them about his contacts with Russian officials. An investigation into the Trump campaign's Russian connections is ongoing. There are reports the memos will be handed over to the special counsel leading the investigation. Comey has been critical of Trump, saying he is not fit to be the leader of the United States. Trump has fired back at Comey, calling him the worst FBI director in history.